What do you think happened to those who try to rule with sacred magic?
Hey Tart, I forgot to turn on default. Wow, that's a big old honk. I forgot to turn on default before I started, so I'm going to do it now, which means I'm going to have all the frames. So enjoy that. It's happening now. I think the first part is the easy part, although I'm down to 7 FPS there. 5. Then we open actual. I think opening the actual project is the worst. So I'll just do this choppy dance while we wait. Essentially just you wait. How's it going anyway? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's not a Christian stream. It's an abomination. No man, I'm good. Thank you for the chat earlier. It was really good for the story. I need to write it out and see if it makes sense. Like, there's a couple things about the ending that you kind of need to make sure they work together, because I know we talked about, like, what if you don't get the elements, the Duke will get them or something like that, but then you could also not have them just because you never went there. Like, I usually think about the fact that you go to the king or queen and reject the element. That's the normal way I'm thinking about it, but you could obviously just miss it as well. I have a huge problem writing out scripts for games. How do you even write a tree? Yeah, I've got a really neat flowcharting software that's really good that I use. That really helps me map out stuff like, well, it's helped me with the quests because they're branching. And then the main feature I was looking for was automatic reorganization. So you can push a button and then it kind of organizes it in a flowchart as neatly as possible. I've been using screenwriting software. That should probably do it, to be honest. Like, I guess maybe not, but. No. That sounds useful. It's called Yed. Let me see if I can find a link to it. So this is also, I'm going to build it now, which is also going to cause some problems. So what you want is this one. So what it looks like is this. So what you can do basically, so this is my quest lines. So what you can do is you hit layout and then it gives all these things, and you can, there's different like ways to organize it. A lot of them don't make any sense, but like if I click radial, it should, it makes it look like that instead. That actually looks kind of cool. What's that? That's the no. Okay. Like, why is there a thing that's on its own? This looks very scientist. Everything leads to the scientist. That's interesting. But yeah, so a lot of the time, most of the layouts don't make any sense. I tend to use, is it just flowchart? Maybe, I think. Yeah, more or less something like this. It gets annoying when it gets more complicated because a viewer just said my game is a virus. Oh no, it's just testing it. Anyway, yeah, you can see like there's bits now that make it's too complicated, so sometimes it's making these really long connections that are really ugly. But anyway, it was super useful to organize things, because you can use like a manual flowcharting thing, because you want to have a live thing where you just make connections and then delete connections and then make them again, and like sitting there manually organizing that isn't an option. So I was actually surprised at how rare a feature that was. Anyway, I really like that piece of kit, so I recommend it, and it's free. So right, so we built everything there. I'm going to start with something fun. I want to make some particles for the underworld. You're here, Watery Tart. I was thinking kind of like inverted snow, so snow but like falls upwards with like purple particles or something. I thought that might be kind of cool. Particles. So I wonder how I can invert this. I want them to be bigger though. Like I don't want them to look like snow, so it'll be bigger but like blurrier. Hopefully, I can make that happen. And maybe faster, whatever. But essentially, just this pattern, but upwards. Maybe slightly faster upwards. Maybe if I just add an emitter or like a modifier, accelerate upwards. Yeah, like, this could work to be honest. Let's make it up. That's pretty beastin' already, actually. I actually love that already. That didn't take very much effort, I think. I'll just modify these to be a little bit more purpley. Throw some glowies on it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try. So purple is what? Blue with red in it, I guess. So we should just reduce green. And then add some variation to the blue and the red to make it a bit different. This looks pretty decent. I'll have to add it before making any further changes because it's usually quite hard to tell unless you actually put it in there. Oh, so this one doesn't need anything. Fletcher! Hey, Gelmega. Hello, Fletcher. And Fletcherinos. Do you have a demonym for your stream viewers? Join the moment a raid happened. It's meant to be. How was your stream, Fletcher? Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate it. This is what we're working on today. This kind of underworld skeletal area. Pretty beastin' looking. I'm hoping to add some particle effects to it. They look like this. I'm hoping it makes it look even cooler, if that's possible. I think it is, so we'll see. This is a gate preventing you access to the Skeleton King. Anyway, let's chuck this in. So add the particles in there, so we should just be able to add it to the map, I think. Let's find the map that already has some particles. No worries, things went real well. Working on my own Twitch IRC library and got it connecting. That's awesome. That sounds really interesting. So is that for bots and stuff? Not rage quit particles then? No. I'm really happy with the particle system actually. It does have some weaknesses, but overall it's really good. The weak way was really nice. It was really lovely weather and stuff. It's nice to see my family. Went to a football game. Had some beer, had some delicious food. It's all good. Underworld Gates. Let's make some changes here, but we don't know what. At least this looks the same. Nobody knows. Soul Plains. Plane particle, Underworld particles, I think. Yep, had the first established connection over a thing called TCP, and then I had to send a set of commands to tell Twitch I had arrived and wanted to be let in. Only took 5 hours. Help me. Hello, Twitch! I'm here! Let's see if I got that right. No, don't think so. Component could not be found. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me in please, it's cold and I'm hungry. Type misc. Can be what? Map. Yeah, so I friggin' found the one I don't need. Welcome back, Tart. So I need like snow or something. So sleepy. Yeah, it's almost your bedtime, isn't it? Map particles snow. Is that really what they're called? Glad to hear you had a good time. Do you visit home frequently? No, not really. About once a year or something. Used to go a little bit more often. I used to go winter and summer as well, but just got so much stuff to do and, you know, not a lot of money and things, so cutting down. Hello, how's the game been coming along? Hey Zach, it's going on really well. We have about a year left to do with some hard work, but hopefully we'll get there. I'm hoping. Just waiting to see if I get a phone call first, and that doesn't stress you out. Phone call would stress me out. Meanwhile, I'm here, template in my compiler. Damn it, why you so hard? Implementing templates. What are you waiting for? If it's a girl, you will never sleep. Yikes. Very stressed. Okay, that's fair. Snow Underworld. I guess we just call it Underworld then. Underworld. Oh, come on, you know you want it. Component Underworld cannot be found. Oh, I get it. Because, yeah, we're naming it here. That's what's happening. Keep it consistent. Hope whatever it is, it's good news. Regards to what you said, Fletch, some phone calls are worth not sleeping before. Hi, Mr. Bradshaw Java. How you doing today? So that initial bit wasn't very nice, but I think it's kind of cool now. Good. LD scores are up. Oh. LD scores are up. I'm gonna guess not as good as 789. Let's check my scores. Check my scores. 5 days of marriage. I'm glad you made it so far. Fourth for theme. That's nice. So 43rd overall is really good. Fun 20th overall really good. Innovation 43rd really good. Theme great. Graphics. What's wrong with my graphics? What beautiful flower. Audio. That's the music and for sure. Humor, not funny. Murdering the flower is serious business, and mood 66th. I'm really pleased with that. I think this is yet another sign 789 deserves a full-blown sequel. You know what? This isn't that bad. I think 789 did better, but this is like way better than I thought. Especially number 4th for theme. Got 28th in humor, everything else was average. 28th is really good. It was probably your the people taunting you and stuff. I definitely rated you high on humor for that. So what did this do? So overall 24th versus 43rd. For fun, 35 versus 20. So this one was more fun than 789, which I think is kind of important. Innovation 16 versus 43, so 79 was more innovative. Theme 20th versus 4th, no contest. Graphics 103rd versus 186, so people I guess like this more. Audio 24th, this one was kind of spoopy. The music, I guess it was the heartbeat was pretty cool. They had like, yeah, like when the 7 got close to you, the heartbeat started pumping faster. That was kind of cool. So then I made art for my wife. Nice. That's really good. Also Switch game for them. That's really sweet, Jabba. That'll definitely net you another 5 days of marriage. Ludum Dare is going. Yeah, I think the scores are up. Well, it's audio, so it's humor 16 versus 324, so 789 was a lot funnier. And mood 79 was better. So Cat's Flowery Fever Dream was better theme and was more fun. There you go. There you go. More fun. Congrats on great game. Thank you, Java. Yours was good too, especially considering how little time you had. You were like kind of interrupted all the time. At least I had loads of time to dedicate on it. 4th for theme. I'm very happy with that. Nice. Anyway, what do you guys think about these particles? I think they're pretty cool. Do they need to be changed? Should check reaction on people who were harshly rated 5 stars by their community. Yeah. I was interrupted, but I also chose not to work more than 6 hours a day, so yeah, exactly. I did like 12 hours. Particles are really nice, thank you. So I'm gonna see, I don't know what I can do about, because it won't look nice when you walk in, that's the problem. Because they start, oh no, that does look nice actually, that's weird. It's kind of cool from here. Although they're kind of intense. Is that because they start at the bottom and then flow upwards? That would be weird. It would be awesome if they varied in speed a bit. I guess I can maybe do that, I think. Yeah, I should be able to do that actually. Should be able to vary the speed for them. What if we come in here? Is it empty first? No. Okay, so that's cool. So yeah, I can make them zoom about a bit more. Which way do you mean? Like side to side and like, or upwards? Upward is pretty easy actually. Not quite. Imagine if they slow down midway, then resume speed. That's harder to do. Weird gravity shift. I don't think I have that. I don't think I have that much control, or at least I don't know how to do that. The winner of the regular jam isn't that impressive. It looks good, but it's just a standard idea. Everyone had it first, at least to me it is. Well, if it's really well executed, that's okay. Did it win for theme as well? Or was it just overall? Yeah, you'd have to have a global variable and move it accordingly. Yeah, so you don't have like, so this, I'm just using the inbuilt particle system for this. And I don't think there is a way to do that. So I'll just leave it, to be honest, because it's really, this is like really good. This is a kind of a rare area, so. One overall and theme, nice. I guess. Well, if it's done well and really consistent in the theme, I'm happy with that. Is that too fast now? What engine are you actually using? Default. Thanks, Fletcher. I forget that when you're here, I don't need to do that. You're always there to save me. I'm just gonna tell Kat that the ratings are up. She's been waiting for it.
Thank you for being a true bro.
Rocococo, thank you very much for the follow. I have this weird thing where I go in ultimate competitiveness mode to be the first type command. Hey, good for me. I am going to slow it down a little bit, I think, but otherwise I'm happy with it. It's very well executed, I like it. There you go. Glad you were capable of changing your mind. That's a good sign that you have one. There's a big stat screen with gender, character portraits and stuff, but I don't have any GIFs. I have one from before I actually implemented the functionality though. Is that the one I saw? That is the beautifulest dot I ever did see. Is it loading still? An artistic Christmas. Yeah, I love that. Also, the portrait is my face pixelated and mirrored so that each side is symmetrical. It's placeholder. I'm just mad that I'm going to see your face. There it is. Right, come on. There you go. Yeah. It looks so good though. Leave it in there. I want to play as virtual watery tart. Yeah, +1 for sure. I want to be a silver tongue Watery tart. Maximum intimidation. I love it. I'm just gonna sync this up, show it to the guy, give him some nice news. Maybe start on a better map. Oh, I never updated these, did I? Underworld River. Oh yeah, the dungeon crawler. I knew it was part of that project, but didn't know if you're implementing some elements after that RPG combo. Alright, this is a better starting position at least. Alright, if I can't play virtual water jar, me too, for sure. So the river is, I don't know where the river is. It goes, should be a door here somewhere. Ah. Guess I'll have to keep the portrait, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is it too busy maybe? I don't know. Nah, I don't think so. Purple pumpkin people eater. Hey Drake. You could make the compiler visual interesting, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I just need to go through here. Believe in yourself. Yeah, it's looking pretty badass, I think. I'm happy. Happy puppy. I have to select a bunch of things. Yeah, there we go. Sign in? What? What is this shenanigans? Sign in successful. Program changes. Yep, I'm slaying. New generic NPCs. Underworld maps and particles. Dialogue, multiple conditional options. That's a pretty good commit. A lot of stuff, Synced underworld maps look good. See, the syntax style I chose is pretty nice. For example, this would be hello world when it works. Write the syntax for the language. Why are you making this? What's the point? Right, I'm just gonna take a 3-minute break. I'll be right back. Alrighty. What's the point of life? Well, indeed. Got annoyed by some C++ features like the way it built. Right, so you just decided to make it better. That is impressive or insane or both. I believe the spreadsheet's going to be empty forever. Definitely needs to start using Trello. I really enjoy it. It's like a free version of Jira. I haven't used Jira, but I really like Trello, so I'm happy. Do I need to look for anything else? Missed that. I think I was just making a joke that remaking a language when you don't like certain aspects of it is either insane or impressive or both. So that's 6 maps. So we're missing one. That's 8. Oh, yeah. So that's 7. I'd say impressive since I also have some additional features. You're not allowed to vote in this because it's about you. In Kotlin's case, very impressive. I don't know who that is. Well, to be fair, if we didn't have people like that, then we wouldn't have all these amazing programming languages. So, in that sense, it is impressive. But I would probably wager that in most cases it is also insane at the same time. That's just the way this is going to work. So he sent me a picture of this actually, so I should be able to work out. Kotlin's a language, not person. Ah, okay, understand. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 5. Never said. No, it was me that said it was a person. So that's 7. Wait, what? 3. Oh yeah, 6, 7. And he's labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, got it. So that would be 21, 6. Call this like mind entrance. It's by 21. Just insists on these. Like I would place the door like there. So I'm gonna block this off. Pretty colors. Hey Dread. Yeah, this map's pretty cool. a map or something. It's pretty cool. Love the globe. This is something I use for a teleport spell. Could just have an NPC there with some information or something. That might be pretty cool. But otherwise, yeah. Hey, Wormius, how you doing? I don't want to sprite out spell effects. Yeah, you don't like that. Some people really enjoy working with particle effects and stuff like that. I guess it could get tedious for sure. So, 3. The mind path, yeah. They're the same freaks that love menu design. I guess I can use particle effects for it, for sure. What would I call that? This using 21, which I guess must be already implemented. What's 20? Oh, this is the final area. Have you seen this tart? I don't know if you're here at the moment, but it looks pretty cool now. He's expanded on it quite a lot. I think it looks pretty nice. Pretty nice. Pretty terrifying, mind you, but also nice. Damn spoilers. I think you might expect a little bit of spoilers if you're in the dev stream. The green really stands out in a good way. Yeah, like the only part I don't like about it is that it seems too hostile to me, but I'm like, well, that's kind of the point, so I guess that's good. I'm just like, I don't want to be here. But that's exactly what it should feel like, so that's fine. So you need to check that these things all are set up correctly. No, they're not. Fine, okay, that just means an extra step, that's alright. Right, so we got this fixer here. So we need to change all these to T21, but also we need to fix these things. That's fine. It's no big deal. It just takes like an extra bit of time. I need to open them in Atom actually. So I can do both at the same time at least, which is good. Lots of numbers, lots of numbers. Each of them represents a specific tile. So then this is exported from tiled, imported into default, and then default matches the number to a specific image when it then renders the map. Like in Super Mario? Yeah, to do that? Is that in like Super Mario Maker? But yeah, lots of games will have this. It's pretty standard, I think. What is what? In the original one. Let's see, my game certainly doesn't have that. It's just it's a 2D array. Well, this is just a one-dimensional array, but it's just each number just represents a tile. So when you Let me just do this one. It just loops through all these numbers and places a tile. Does it hold tile information? In the sense that it's matched to a number. Go on, chat. But it's pretty basic. Like in more advanced systems, you could just like tie like a tile number is not just a graphic, but you could say like, is this a walkable tile and stuff like that. We didn't really go for that. Could have, but we didn't. I don't know what bit masking is. I'm sure I've heard about it though. Bitmask is a list of Boolean flags, for example, is alive, is moving, compressed into a single field, usually an integer. Sounds pretty clever. I can check it out later. Yeah, I think I see what it means. Uses binary numbers to figure out what tile to use. That's how I'm doing it. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Once that's sorted, it'll be pretty, like, very easy to make things. G3 converted from a Twitch Prime sub to a tier 1 sub. I've never seen that before, but it means things. Hey G3, how you doing? It's good to see you, my man. What's new? Why is that not a notification? Just extending my sub. Well, that deserves a little hug, a little hype. Thank you very much, man. How you doing? I'll find me. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm back from holiday. Nice little rest. Ready to work again. I'm very excited about it. It's going really well, so it's all good. It's all good. Seen a couple of pictures from the stadium with Cat in your room. Yeah, it was really nice. It was a lovely day for it. My team won, so that was fine. Can surely say you had a good time. Big smiles. Yeah, it was really nice. Dread, this is exactly what I had. It's just numbers everywhere in a list. That is literally exactly what I had. But yeah, no, it was really good. Went to like a kind of a beer festival thing, which was awesome. Drinking nice beers, expensive beers, but still nice. Amazing food. Hanging out with my brother, it was cool. Does yours go automatically? I thought you were doing it now, but it still looked the same. You're saying you didn't see any, you couldn't recognize it. It is automatic, yes, obviously. Like, I'm not sitting there penciling in the numbers. It's basically this turns into a number. The only reason I had to make changes to it is because the animator sometimes uses the wrong version of tiled, which messes with the Boolean flags we have on the layers. So I have to just fix it I just use a macro to fix the files, bring them back up to speed the way they're supposed to be. Nah, I don't sit and do numbers like that. That would be insane. This is already pretty manual, so I'll definitely not do anything less manual than this, because it is pretty mad. So this looks fine. So we just need to figure out which ones can be flown over. Those ones for sure, yeah. What's ground 2? Is that always there? Maybe. Man, I hate working on not visually appealing stuff. I'm probably not gonna have a screenshot Saturday post. I tried one, and I made it like super violent and shaky and all this kind of stuff. It did okay, not better, not worse than anything else. But you need a bigger data set to know, like, for sure. Let's see. Purplish map, yeah, and this one turned out pretty good. I think it's slightly less cool than the other map we just added. I'll show you, G3, just for you, just for you. But yeah, it's this. How cool is this? This I really like, and I love the particles for it. I think they look really, really good. This is a beastin' area. I'm not allowed to say it's my favorite, or in my favorites, because then people laugh at me, because everything is my favorite. But I really like this one. It's amazing, yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? Yeah, I'm very happy with this one. Can't wait for it. It's getting there, it's getting there. I'm gonna finish this thing, or die trying. This map's OP. Yeah, it's a really cool one. I don't think everyone will see this because it's kind of an optional quest, and you kind of have to be mean to do it. So I'm not gonna spoil much more than that, but I don't think everyone will see this map. I'm both impressed and happy. We made huge progress. Thanks, man. You're starting to do some game stuff again, weren't you? Recently. Can't remember. Humble and private, my friend. Ah, you sweetheart. Still slowly going, that's awesome. Let me know if you need any help or anything. Like, I don't think you're doing in default, are you? So I won't be able to help you like practically, but like if you want feedback or anything, I'm here, I'm your guy. Yeah. Well, okay. Here we go. This one's cool. I like the mind or the head. Go. Now, do they feel like blockers? That's the question. No, they don't. So I think they should just be on the ground then. I went for the cluster approach, just use the player view area to check for collisions. Yeah, that's, oh yeah, I remember you're asking about that, weren't you? Player view area to check. Yeah, that's perfect. Like, no need to do it outside that area. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. Just use the tiled approach to see how many checks I should do for a certain tile. Smart. So what you like, if you find out it's blocked already or something, then there's no need to check again because you know? Something like that. If they're in the check matrix but out of the player's view, I'll skip the check. Good. Good, good, good. So collision here. Everything else is sensible. Got some interesting names for compiler generated code like template parameter value default initializer 0. Thanks, I hate it. Like none of these seem blocky, certainly not the wee ones. Big ones, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna head off. I keep dozing off. Well, this music probably isn't helping, but yeah, that sounds like a plan. Hope you have a nice snooze. Oh, snap my knee. It's crazy how much this desk wobbles. Right, see you, Mr. Tart. Back again tomorrow, so also what a banger. Yeah. I'm gonna say walk through the flowers. I'm feeling it. Play the same pad. Yeah, it's just one. It's one video on YouTube. It's a really good one. Hey, Lude Melon. Long time no talk, indeed. How are you doing? Surprised my compiler only has 36,000 lines of code. Yeah, that does sound pathetic. Doing fine. I'm getting my inspiration back to make my own game, making great progress, so I'm happy. Now, remind me, I might be very wrong here, but you're the guy who is making, like, well, lewd stuff, like anime? Or not anime, but yeah. Something like that? Or am I mixing it up with someone else? If so, is that what you're making now? No, wait, that doesn't work there. What we want... Just copy everything. Yes, I have 2 games, 1 RPG and 1 lewd Rust Rip to be a little family friendly. Rust Rip-Off to be a little family friendly with my terms. That's cool. Meanwhile, GCC has 14 million plus lines of code and LLVM has 2.5 million lines of code. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Also, hello Cooler. Google's codebase has 9 billion lines of code. Nice. Nice, now we're talking. The RPG is online, self-hosted, and is what takes most of my goddamn time at the moment though. Is it working well? Like, is it popular? Is it making money, if that's what you're looking for? Tremble before the mighty barrage. I love these memes. I have a little fan base, but it's not until recently I have something I even dare to call a proof of concept, or heck, even playable demo. It's fair enough, but I'm glad you're working. Glad you're finding your inspiration. It's very good to hear. Rough out there for not safe for work game devs, is it? I don't really know anything about, I mean, I know very little about the indie industry to begin with, but I don't know what kind of unique challenges you face as a not safe for work dev. kinda is. A lot of nice places are toning down, so you can't really advertise it anymore. Just think about it, NSFW stuff is already kind of pushed into a closet. A lot of game dev Discord servers don't even have an NSFW channel for people to post to. Yeah, makes sense. Hey FMe, how you doing? I'm here to bargain. You gonna offer me a man with the hair of a horse? Not to mention a lot of the platforms have recently been taking NSFW stuff off them. Well, when it comes to that kind of stuff, a lot of people prefer to keep that for themselves. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to like advertise the stuff, share it. Like you probably, I don't know how much word of mouth you get. Did you see that cooler, by the way? The FMe's map. Nah, also have you for that. Just sucks, there's totally a market for it. Yeah. Probably. The Horsehead map. Have you not seen it? FMe should have sent you it. I would love to see someone make an actually good NSFW game that isn't just a slideshow or something, but like a full game. There's a market for every type of game. I really doubt that. I'm taking you literally. You have to show the original though. Unless Cooler is familiar with the image already. What am I looking at? What, in the link? FMe sent his world map for his game, and I was just like, that is a person on the right with the hair of a horse. And I drew that on my phone. It's the internet where Rule 34 exists. You sure there isn't? Well, I mean, technically, is there a market for every game? I'm just like, you know, if there's one person interested, then does that count as a market? I guess technically yes, but in practice, what you mean when you say that is it's viable to develop and sell it, basically. I'm so sad it's not Shrek and Donkey. I'm disappointed. If there isn't Rule 34 or something, there is Rule 35 saying that Rule 34 will be made of it. This man internets. Stop giggling at the chat and start working. If we just described me. Precipice northeast. Frank. There you go. Atobraj is on your side. I love how half my work is importing a plugin that sort of does my work and then rewrite half the asset. Unity assets. I get the feeling. I'm gonna be doing that soon. My friend's getting a website redesign, which I'm going to help with for some reason, and we're gonna find a template, and then I'm just gonna butcher it to make it look like how we want to. Did you just log in with your bot in another browser, FME? Thanks for the extra view, I guess. Going to slaughter your wires. I can't believe you're having a conversation with yourself, FME. View botting reported. Good. Report, unfollow, unsubscribe, donate, and charge back. Exactly. I bought an asset called UMMORPG, which, as you can almost guess what it does, but I already used 3 days changing the base code of how it still works, and all there's left is AI and movement and networking. Everything else got changed. That's pretty good though. Like, that's what you want. Because otherwise, like, if it's an asset, if you just use the asset, then it'll be like, well, your game will be exactly like everything else. But yeah, I'm making it in default. So that goes there. Yeah. So just looking at this one. Oops. What did I do? Hello, purple level. Hello, Kent. Tiled and Twine, my two favorite things, I swear. Yeah, they're really good. Both. This level almost looks like my VS Code theme at the moment. I can't believe you're role-playing the death of your bot, FME. That is brutal. I made a Twine importer to Unity so I can make my quests in Twine and such. I love it. Yeah, I've got a similar thing going. I export into JSON and then I just pull it into Lua. But that's just for dialogues, it's not for quests. Compiled incorrectly, there you go. Role-playing me? Never. Column size goes to... Right, so we just switch these basically. It actually has reached self-awareness and has feelings. Ugh. Caught feelings? One thing I'm realizing is that game development is a skill that goes way beyond some coding. Yeah, thanks for recognizing that. Should have a row size. These are tears of joy, I promise. Oh yeah, I tried Swine for the third time. I really cannot get it to do what I want. I'll probably spend a necessary amount of time building my own. There we go. That's the spirit. Why use a wheel when you can just reinvent it? Always like that bot. Let's take a moment's silence for Quackbot. Right, see you later, Gelmega. I'm going to take another 3-minute break. Chicha Production, thank you very much for the follow. So yeah, I'm going to take a short break. Do the opposite of stretching my legs, whatever that means. But I'll see you guys in a few. Brash is late. He's not late. He's here. That's southeast. I can never get this right. That looks weird. Is that because it's the collision there? That's fine. Sigtime BRB. Alright, G3, enjoy. And hello, Bez. You are too close. How's this? You set up, yes. It's standing, so I can. That's the only reason. Pixel art is always cool, damn right. How you doing? Do you do pixel art? You got a standing desk or one with hydraulics? Neither at the moment, really. I've got keyboard riser thing, so it's basically a desk on a desk. So it takes me but it only takes me like 3 or 4 minutes to switch between. All I have to do is lift the screens onto this and then put the keyboard on, whatever. So it doesn't take too long. I didn't want to invest in it properly until I knew whether it works for me or not. So we'll just have to see. If it works well, then I'll probably spend more money to make my screens move easily. I'll probably just stick with the desk on top, because that kind of works nicely. Great idea, test it first. Yeah, I thought so, because it's quite a lot of money and hassle to do it, so I thought it was better to test it first. Kind of hard because these screens I have are kind of old. You just need a monitor support to do that. Well, currently they're stacked on a bunch of books on top of the desk to make them high enough, but I was looking into some kind of monitor arm that you can adjust up and down quite easily. The problem is that these screens are old, so they don't have the mount on the back to attach them on, so you'd have to buy a thing to clamp onto them and then attach them onto that, but the screens are kind of curved, so it's a big hole, it's a big thing, so it just seems quite tricky to do. You'd think I'd learn to keep it simple, stupid. No. Nah, but I'm an admirer of the art. That's cool. Me too. I can't draw pixel art. The stuff in the game isn't made by me. It's a project partner. Yeah, something like that I was thinking of, Bez. Just none of the normal ones fit my screens because they're old, so I'd have to have an adapter or something, you know. Kind of sucks, but I don't really want to buy new screens. No VESA mount on the screens. That's not because them being old, it's just a feature they don't have. Okay. Where I work, I chose some monitors some years ago, and at the time VESA mounts wasn't a feature. Now you wanted to get VESA mount support, we need to change all the screens. Well, these are from 2012. Does that count as being old? They use VGA, I think it is, not HDMI for sure. So I would say they're pretty old. I was trying to get script to find something, however that something wasn't attached to what it was meant to be attached to, so I was getting errors, it couldn't work out why. Oh, I've never done that. That has never ever happened to me, ever. Export that. You made those tiles? No, it was the artist I'm working with that made them. I wish I could make stuff like this. Wait. What? Is this like a void area? This is a mind. You're mind like in a soul or something. Like you're in somebody's soul. Or just that thinks Twitch is stupid. He doesn't think Twitch is stupid, he thinks watching people on Twitch is stupid. If that makes any difference. Damn, that's confusing. Void isn't. There is a void area. There's like, so there's a soul, there's an underworld where skeletons live, there's a soul dimension where souls live, and there's a void where the gods live. That's confusing. Just because of where we're starting. Old styles is what it is. Though, local ID. What's it trying to do? It's better. Still getting an issue there. Does the door work? No, so the door is a problem, which makes me worried. Miscellaneous controller. Something's trying to spawn. Spawn ID nil. What? What are you trying to spawn, son? Oh, it's in the wrong layer, that's why. Are the other ones like that? Doors. Okay, I'm gonna assume the other ones are fine. Just screwed this one up. Doesn't go in there. I think to open it. Everything's gone wrong. I am sure. Morning, Slater. How you doing? I still want to trigger. I should put it back into MISC. That is pretty mad. Doing okay. Have you amputated your back yet? No, but I am standing. So that is better for my back. My legs are sore now, but that's kind of to be expected. It's because I'm not used to standing up, mostly. Yep, so that didn't work. Precipice southwest. Yeah, it should be northwest, shouldn't it? Smooth. Rounds to check. I want to check this one. Northeast, of course. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that's working. Anyway, so I want to check here. Oh, forgot it's almost midnight here in Philippines. Looking forward on this development. See ya. Right, G-Chat. Have a good night. Good sleep. Nice to meet you, and I hope to see you around. How does this feel? Well, that's not right. That's very much not right. What the heck happened here? I've never seen that happen before. Okay, that's better. Okay. Hope the other ones aren't like that. Easy fix, but just strange and tedious to fix, I guess. So this is the head path. This is the head. Yeah, the head itself. Cool. That's all working, I'd say. So next up, we've got Soul Planes, got some stuff to add to that, which I want to do. So my legs are pretty tired, so I'm going to switch to seated position. So I'm going to go BRB for a couple of minutes while I sort that out. I'll try and move as quickly as possible. So I can't put a timer on it because I don't know how long it takes, but let's just go. I'll be back ASAP. I'll send you the link, Jake. So things need to adjust the camera a bit, I guess. Is that just the green screen that's wrong, I guess? Maybe. Yeah, that'll do. I think. Oh, that wasn't so long. Yeah, it was about 3 minutes, I think. That's acceptable, I think. Okay, Alethea Games 2019. That's a very topical username this year. But how are you doing? Well, thank you. That's good. That's good. One. My head. How long has this been in development? 1.5 years, just over. Got 1 more year to go. Roughly. It's gonna be a lot of work, but hopefully doable. Is that just because we don't have them? Shouldn't be. Quite long. I've been developing for 3.5. What's your game? Feel free to link it if you have anything. What is it that doesn't work? I've been developing new hardware for both a home console and new handheld console to license to Sega. Wow. Like, are you doing that yourself, or are you working with people? Sounds like a pretty big thing. Table. Yes, yourself. Wow. How do you stumble into something like that? Okay, I see what's happened here. That's a pretty innocuous mistake. All my life I've been a Sega fan. I love the people, the imagination, and the hardware, but when they left it crushed me in around 2016 and the decision to do something about it. That's pretty cool. Very determined. So are you like in contact with Sega and stuff? Of course these aren't in collision right now. Determined and passionate? No, I was at one point through a third party and had a meeting with former President Tom Kalinske. What we want here, if we use the eye. Oh yeah, actually there's other stuff I wanted to do as well. That's kind of a fun one. geo.setScale. Did we do? I'm sure we've done this before. Can't remember, so I'll just do it as usual. Property, scale, geo.play, back, ones forward, 2, 1, using geo.ease, outbounds, something like that. It's been very hard but rewarding in knowing I have the best they could want, at least in my opinion. Developers' confidence, right. I'm not aware of that developers' confidence thing you're talking about. I would like some of it, that would be nice. But no, that's really cool it's really cool that you're doing something you really believe in and that you believe is good. That's really awesome. I think I just named the ease wrong. Time will tell, I suppose. Gotta be real about it for sure, for sure. Oh yeah, that is beastin'. That makes it feel so much better. Recognize your tools. No, I'm using default Atom at the moment. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure that's working appropriately. Anyway. I suppose it's my fault. I've been working on something older for Genesis and SMS development. Yeah, you kind of would have to anyway. So has it been challenging? I would assume so. Yes, since it's my first time doing it. Yeah, makes sense. I've spent these past 3.5 years in hardware and OS design, also known as making pretty art. Nice. Yeah, that's important for sure. Token. Early on I choose to be alone because I could rely on myself for no drama and leaks. That's smart for that point of view. Obviously that means fewer people helping, but I mean I'm in a tiny team, so I certainly get the benefits but also understand there's drawbacks. And being able to scale things, yeah. You'll see it. I won't let him change it. Oh, bless me. That turret looks weird. Hopefully it's better now. So we had the minion, dummy minion. It's just, yeah, I mean, that's fine, I guess. And then turrets, is that the same principle then? Can double place the turrets. For sure, a team would have made things a ton better, but from my experience, I've seen a ton of people in groups break up because people don't know how to be a team. So I could make decisions that no one would make and thus make something crazy. I would welcome help if I wasn't stabbed in the back with the chances. Yeah, that's true. That's something you have to consider. It's up to your kind of personal choice what you want to do. I mean, there'd be legal ways you could protect yourself against backstabbing, I guess, but... Do we need another... tracker? Maybe not. Because you can basically stack these, right? Yeah, you can. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. Walls are beastin'. so gratifying adding these things. Okay, that was pretty quick actually. Sure, I am, to be honest, the world's best cake maker, and I have the best cake in the world in every way, but I'm too poor to make it happen. Can't even afford food right now. Still holding on though, because I know this could make the gaming world better, at least I think so. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Ideas. Yeah, these are ones that I didn't want to delete, but I don't think I'm doing. Yeah, no, neither of these making it in there, just kept them there for reference. Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Glad to hear it. Thank you for your wishes. I'm trying to fix things, get money, and get there. Yeah, money's always in the way, isn't it? It would be kind of nice, just not to have to worry about it. Right, so let us see. Do we have a controller? We should have a controller for the Soul Planes. Question for you. I ran into this issue with default. Where's the best place to get help? Is there a Gitter chat or Slack channel that you know? There is. There's an unofficial Discord. I wouldn't recommend it for like proper help because none of the admins or whatever hang out there. I would say find the Slack channel or post on the forums. The forums are great, very responsive. I think the employees will have gone home for the day because they'll be basically respecting Swedish work days pretty strongly, but otherwise it's a great place. Community, I don't know if to link the Slack channel. Oh, here you go. That or that is my recommendation. I've never used the Slack channel because I'm not using Slack, but the forum is great. Thanks, no worries. A subscriber so he knows not to ask Braj. Oi, you. I'm watching you. So, yeah, let's make it a quest object. That's sweet. waste of effort. Take that either, do they? Oh, Jeremy, thank you very much for the bits. I really appreciate that. Appreciate the help. Anytime. I know Drake was mostly joking, but if it's something I can help with, I'd definitely give it a stab. You had to submit a bug. You found the default. What was it? I've submitted the odd bug. I think a lot of the times it's been my own fault, but then it's kind of good to realize what I'm doing wrong as well. To be fair. So. Tile map editor issue on macOS. Expected behavior placing a tile where I click. Actual behavior task placed about 70 plus blocks above where I click. I have no clue, but it's done this twice now. Restarting seems to fix it. Wow. That's cool. Huh, there you go. What's it trying to add? Factory, yeah. That's it. The controller needs a script, quite obviously, as well. There you go, and then so to be honest, I think I'm going to create the eye as an NPC. That's probably the best way to do it, and then if we need it again, I'll use it. So let's just take anyone like that. The song from Mystic Quest, let me check. No, this is from Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. Mystic Quest rings a bell. Oh, it's the American Final Fantasy thing. I think, yeah, I've heard of that. I think it might be on the playlist, but it wasn't that one. Doom. Ooh. Where did the eye go? Oh, there it is. Found it. This is from Oblivion Close. This is from Morrowind. You'll get one right one day. That's pretty sassy. How cool is that? Pretty cool. They've probably redone it for Oblivion, so it sounds familiar. Sure. I'm joking. I think Jeremy Soule made both soundtracks, so that would be one way it would sound similar. So the eye should be somewhere around here, but it ain't. Because I didn't update the map or something, potentially. Yeah, it is. Well, one of the reasons at least. Yeah, that didn't take a... Soul Plane's eye not found, huh? Huh? Gotta put a hash there, don't you know? You gotta. go. That's our eye buddy. Aye aye, Captain. Do that for now. Don't like when they just start in the middle. I understand why they do that, but... That would be if that's less than... Orientation, motion controller. I do want it to be floating over everything. Although, do I? I don't think I do. Because this looks weird as hell. But why doesn't oriented player work? Max distance. Should be massive. Is that because it's still got a position that it last wanted to go, I think? Yeah. Don't know where you are, Mr. I. Definitely a problem. It doesn't disappear, does it? That's so weird. So for now, let's just have the eye tracking us, so we can see. We can just lead it to where we want it to be. That's just strange behavior. You outrun it. That's too far now. And if we get too far here, so I just kind of want it really close. Guidance targets. So if coming level is equal to Soul Plains loop, then 230, but that's not what we're going for. It's 770. So now it will follow you if you get too far away, because you could get stuck otherwise. Someone's looking at me judgmentally. Where are you going? Why are you clipping out? It doesn't have a collision object that it's expecting. I kind of think I don't want to toggle the collision. I want to be able to push around the eye. Still. The depth anymore. That makes sense. That was silly of me. If we lose it here, it'll come get us, right? Hey Brush, how are you? Hey Demon, I'm good. How are you? Can this guy fly? Should be able to. Yeah, that looks pretty good at fencing. Taking a break from studying for test I have this week. That's cool. How's it going studying? You're gonna pass with flying colors. Oh yeah, I have to loop this one, don't I? I'm gonna pass, probably not with flying colors though. Oh, that's alright then. I guess. I'll do. What are you working on? I'm working on a kind of spiritual guide that kind of leads you the right path through purgatory dimension. You know, just normal stuff. What do these doors actually? Yeah, it's not tall. So this dimension is really confusing and stuff. You got trains in Fitzroy? Not really. This is another dimension, so it's kind of weird. But they are like pre-industrial. There are some machines and stuff kicking about. You have to not think about it too much, basically. That's the best way. Hey crew, how you doing? Doing good yourself? I am also good. I feel more successful doing my standing sitting desk thing today. I stood up for like 2 hours of the stream and then sat down and like I feel good, my legs feel good, my back feels good. Or at least spreading the load. Epic, we shall become the toppest of Crash. Yes! Lifelong dream. Or at least dream for the past 10 seconds. Apex Bride, I like that. I like the sound of that. Did I add? I did. Yeah, okay, cool. Something didn't work there. The Apex Brush Ditter. That sounds weird. Oh, it's not Victor 4, that's why. That's weird. Nobody likes you, Vector 4. I'm pretty deep into my Forager addiction. I recommend, in the same way I recommend drugs, you're fun but will destroy your life. Is this a game? Forager. It sounds addictive. Forager game. Sounds pretty awesome. Probably like the kind of game I'd like to make, but probably just better than... Oh yeah, I've seen I saw that it was featured in the Game Maker's Toolkit video about making indie game trailers. Idle game that you want to actively keep playing. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I hate it when people do things I want to do, but like probably better. It isn't exactly the game I would want to make, I think. If I was making a game like this, I don't know. Well, I assume it's this one you're talking about, group. Where are you taking me, Mr. I? Wait, did I go to the right place? Oh. I see. For sure, one thing to note, the main menu has big links for roadmap and extras which you unlock by playing. So it kind of tells you what you're playing for? Is that good or bad? I don't know. They give you stuff like a dev story about who made the game and concept art, so that's pretty neat. The NPC you follow needs to be the same speed as you, none of this is slower than the PC. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm actually intending to make it like faster than the player. I think I have access to the player's speed. I did that somewhere. The runner, I think. Yeah, the runner does that. Now, what you have to do is, was it faster than the walk speed, slower than the run speed? That's what you want. Because I want the eye to be faster than you, so it goes ahead and then like turns to look at you, which is going to be like really disconcerting. It's like hurry up kind of thing. That's the feel I'm going for. We aren't in the 2000s anymore, but we could be. Top. So 1820 it was. Don't let your dreams be dreams. We can do slow walking NPCs. First phase of work mod for faster damage. I wonder how this feels. It might feel weird if it's like super too quick, but I just want it to be faster. Although it gets choppy there. I think I know how to fix that. Yeah, because it'll be hovering on 75 basically, so if it's less than 75, and no. How do we do this? I know I've had this problem like 15 years ago, and I solved it then. It's something to do with creating boundary areas where you don't do anything. So if it's less than 75, then we do this. As soon as it hits 75.1, it'll be into the other one, but that one's only frozen in place. Could be like a timer or something that counts down once he's out of range. It's a bit annoying. 15 years ago, default only came out in 2000. Well, it's not a default problem, it's a logic problem. But because I basically made it so that the eye being quicker than the player, the eye's gonna outpace it. It's gonna reach its boundary, and then it's gonna hover on that boundary because as the player catches it, it's just gonna like inch along it, so it kind of looks janky. So I'll do something like a timer countdown for it to kind of smooth it, so it only happens once per second or something like that. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up there though, grab myself some dinner. So, thank you very much everybody for watching. Thank you to Jeremy for the bits, to Fletcher for the raid, G3 for the sub. All awesome people. The rest of you are awesome too, you know that. You've got to call out particular awesomeness all the time. Drake, yeah, see you later. Thank you for hanging out. Back again tomorrow. Have an excellent one.